Hey guys, welcome back to the Rose Herd. It's Katrina here. If you're new here, our family moved from Virginia to Merida last year, and we've been learning a lot about how life works here, including the healthcare system. If you guys have been rocking with us for a while, then you know my grandma had been having a lot of pain after her hip replacement surgery in 2023. So while this wasn't an emergency situation, she had been dealing with pain for a while, and it was finally time to get this taken care of. So in this video, I'm sharing our experience with the surgery itself, what the hospital process was like at El Faro del Mayab, and what we actually paid. And I'm also going to walk you through the pre-surgery requirements, the whole admin side, because when we were preparing for this, I could not find a single video that explained all of this clearly or showed what the hospital looks like. So if you're living in Merida or thinking about moving or just curious about what medical care looks like here, I hope this makes the process feel a little less overwhelming. Before we get into it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss our future updates about life in Mexico. And now, let's go. This is like the coolest scale ever. It's got her little feet here and doing biometrics. And he put in my sister's phone number, her height, her weight, and her age. And then all of the readings are going to get sent to her phone. And then we're going to head on a road trip. So before we even scheduled her surgery date, there were a few medical steps my grandma had to complete to make sure everything was approved and ready. So these were all of the pre-op requirements, and she had them at different places before the actual day of surgery. So, like an exterior lab place or doctor's office is where she was going. So her pre-op checklist included blood work. So we're talking complete blood count, blood chemistry, coagulation times, because we don't want people bleeding, and her blood type. Even if you already know it, you have to have it anyway. She had a chest and leg x-ray, electrocardiogram, and an evaluation with an internal medicine doctor. All of this was required because of her age and the type of surgery that she was having. So once her results were completed and she was cleared by her doctors, she got the green light for the actual procedure. And we literally just texted her doctor about like the dates, and we scheduled it via like WhatsApp. And honestly, having all of this done ahead of time made the hospital admission a lot smoother. All right, y'all. Today is surgery day. I'm here with Grandma. We are in the changing room in the back in pre-op, so I'll be able to get a little bit of filming on the way out, but everything was just going super fast. The admissions process, the payment, all of that, which I'm going to walk you guys through the process of inpatient surgery and hospitalization here. But I wanted to give it to Miss Josephine. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous? Yes.
Okay.
But ready? Okay, so it's 1:32. Her surgery's at 2. We're already in pre-op, so it's probably not going to be that long. We've been going pretty fast. We got over here a little bit before noon, and we're already in pre-op. So she's going to change into her beautiful gowns, and we'll go from there. All right. Now let's talk about the admission process and everything that happened on the actual day of surgery, because Elvaro is very organized, but also very specific about what they need. And because this was new for us, I was like, I want to make sure I have everything right. So the first thing up is the patient must have a responsible family member or friend with them at all times. And when they say responsible, They truly mean responsible. Like, I wasn't just there to keep her company. I basically had to sign as, like, her guarantor, and they even took my fingerprint on, like, the documents that I was signing with her. That responsible person, which is me, also has to be present in the pre-op area, stay at the hospital during the surgery, and remain overnight if the patient is staying. So, have to have someone with you. Second, which is another new thing, is you have to take care of payment before anything happens. The hospital requires you to pay for the full surgical package on the day of surgery, and it has to be paid before the patient is taken back into pre-op. So once that was settled, everything pretty much moved quickly. So signing the papers, doing the payment, and they took us upstairs. Now, the rest of the requirements are pretty straightforward. So, the patient and the responsible family member or friend both need a valid ID. So, INE, your passport, or professional ID. You must arrive at least 2 hours before your procedure. If you are using insurance, you have to bring an authorization letter. And if you're going for a maternity related situation, whether it's labor or whatever, they require proof of address. You'll also need to bring your pre-surgery lab results and x-rays with you. So the actual copies, and they will give it to your doctor before they prep you for surgery. And not copies, the originals with you. They also have a few rules for what you can and can't wear, which are pretty standard. So wear comfortable clothes, no acrylics, no gel or nail polish, no jewelry, no contact lenses, no makeup, nothing that is of value. Because when they take you back into that little dressing room, they put your little stuff in a bag for you. The person who's with you has to carry that around with them. So that was pretty much it leading up to the surgery. No, you're fine. She's in pre-op, getting nervous, but we are ready to go. I'm all gowned out. Look at me, down to the shoes. Everything. I've never had to do that before, so something very, very new for me. Okay, so the doctors took me back. She's not out of surgery yet, but she'll be coming soon. He's gonna go take a picture of the calcification that they removed from um, her hip, and then I get to go back to the waiting room. Again, it's a little after 5 o'clock, so she'll be in recovery, and then they'll take her upstairs. Okay, so she's all finished with surgery and waiting for her to be brought up to her room. It's almost 8 o'clock. We went to go get something to eat, and then I just was like, I'll put cash and come back because I didn't want to have her wake up or be in her room and no one is there with her. But this is what the inside of Fat on My App looks like. So there are two levels of rooms downstairs. Right here on the third floor is like intensive care, and then up here on the fourth is the regular rooms. What? It's a beautiful space. If I walk out this way, you guys can see from the side, there's the Walmart at City Center. It's kind of blurry, but it's right there. Walmart at City Center in Montebello. There's the Periférico and everyone that's going back and forth. There's crazy traffic right now when I was walking across the street heading towards La Isla, but it's a beautiful view. Okay, so I got to get into her room before her, but this is what the rooms look like. And to get the lights ready for her. Ooh, this is nice. This would be one of the biggest hospital rooms we have ever been in. Got a closet over there, a chair, and a couch, because I'm spending the night. Not too much in the way of a view, so La Isla's down that way, because I can see the sign for the Holiday Inn. But this is a nice room. So I'm waiting for her right here. Almost forgot to show y'all the bathroom. So it's a pretty weighted door. I turned the lights on already. So It's a huge for a hospital bathroom. So you see the sink over here, the mirror. They give you little products, shampoo, moisturizing lotion, bar soap, all of this space, and then you've got a very, very generous shower that is not completely closed in. It's just a sloped floor, so it's easy for walking into. No steps, no doors. You can turn around. Has the hose as well for easy bathing. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. As y'all can see, the family has made it up here into the room. What y'all thinking? What's Tiffany had to say? This is noise. Noise. Y'all ain't got roaches or nothing in here. I know. She got slippers and a new robe. Okay. Branded slippers. She gonna take them home. They got the fancy little shampoo and a lotion in the bathroom. By the hospital dry you out to stuff. Mm-hmm. So you leave here because you don't need to come to us. Mm-hmm. I don't know about an apartment, but or a nice hotel room. Listen, if this was New York, this is an apartment. Facts. Facts. With a galley kitchen, a bathroom, and your bedroom living. It's a studio in New York. 3,000 pesos. $3,000. $3,000. Not with somebody trying to find a place to live in New York. Right? It's crazy. I know. Alright. And the wait continues. It's almost 8:30. Here she comes. I'm staying out the way. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Mhm. Hi, Joey. She's got her thoughts about it. She said, been awake for a while. They didn't let me come back there. I said they didn't let me come back there. How you feel? We saw your rock smashed up. Dr. Franklin, he took pictures for me when you were having your surgery. I went back there. I don't know about that, but I got pictures. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Doing good, Dom? Yeah. All right. We're gonna get her transferred and see if we can get her something to eat. All right, it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. Breakfast is here. We took the fruits off because the French toast is cold. I'm gonna have them heat it, but a nice bowl of fruit, gelatin, juice. All right, the nurse brought it back. It's hot. I've cut it up. And let's see how her appetite is tonight. Because I didn't think you were going to finish that sandwich last night. And that wasn't even appetizing looking. At least this is nice. So, and then we'll wait for the family to come. I'm going to see what they have for breakfast for families over here. So I can call down into nutrition and see what the menu is. Breakfast is from 8 to 9, lunch is from 1 to 2, and dinner is from 6:30 to 7:30. So I'll probably get in just under the time for food for me. So we'll see. Okay, so the tour that I didn't get to do yesterday, if you're coming from the parking garage, which you most likely will be, you're gonna come to planta baja, so which is what they use as the first floor. So sótano is the basement where the parking is. Planta baja, and then surgeries on 1, and then rooms are here on 4 and 5. This is neonatal and pediatric rooms. So you can ask the help desk, and then if you are coming in to be admitted, like how my grandma was for surgery, you have admissions, hospital admissions, and permiso, and then physician attendants, and then cajas. So this is where you will come to pay for all of the procedures. So we paid before her surgery on the same day. We paid before they took her to pre-op, and then I just finished paying. So if they use anything extra that was not in the package, you'll pay before they can be discharged. They will not let you leave if you have not paid. Then you've got like some insurance offices, and you have ATM and stuff, BBVA right here, bathrooms on every floor, usually in the same spot. So for her surgery, we were in the waiting room on the first floor. Bathrooms are right here, and they're in the same spot going up. Then you have the cafeteria here where they have Starbucks, and then the emergency room is over here. So every level you can't really get lost. The elevator goes up in the same place, and then it goes out to the sides, is how it goes. There's literally nowhere to get lost. Now, there are other places that are in the back. So, like when we were on the surgery floor, the pre op and operating stuff is more towards the back and all the other offices. But it's really hard to get lost. If you need help, you can ask someone right here at the help desk. And then on each floor that you get to, there's not necessarily a help desk, but there's like a security guard that's sitting in the same place as soon as you get off of the elevator. And that's pretty much better than my app. So I just got off the elevator. Like I said, fourth floor. As soon as you come out, there's usually someone that's sitting in this chair right here. There's a waiting area right here. And then all of these doors are the patient rooms. So, and there's like 20 rooms or whatever on this floor. So we'll go to her room because she's getting ready to be discharged today. Finally, it's almost 2 o'clock, and I've already gave them their pass. So again, you don't get the discharge pass until you have paid up. She's currently having lunch. Gang's all here. I had to leave to get food. I was starving. My head was hurting, and here we are. She's ready to go. Yay! You ready to go? She's like, yes, absolutely. What? Exactly. Your bed is your bed, and I'm ready to get into mine too, but I'm a shower because hospital germs are hospital germs. So there's that. Let's see what she had for lunch today. She had some type of pasta with like chicken and veg and then like a broth, but she's just moving the vegetables and things over into the broth, and then we're gonna ask to heat her soup up, and she can finish it while we're waiting. All right. So let's talk about the part everyone always asks about, the cost. So for this surgery, I'm going to share the total cost we paid at the hospital on the date of the procedure, as well as cost for prescriptions and care items such as bandages, wound cleaner, and bed pads, because they do not give you those things. This does not include the pre-op tests that were done because they were done at different places and on different dates, and I could not chase down the receipts for that. So surgical package was $29,200 in Mexican pesos. The surgeon fee was 45,000, and the additional hospital costs was $15,701.13 in Mexican pesos. And then prescriptions and care items were 2,000, let me see, $2,119 in Mexican pesos, for a total cost of $92,020.13 in Mexican pesos, or $5,015.01 USD with today's conversion rate. So $5,000 US for an overnight stay, surgery, prescription meds, pain meds, all of her meals, everything was included in that. And I'm sharing this because while we were researching surgery in Mexico, it was really hard to find real numbers or honest breakdown. So I really hope that this gives you a clear idea of what to expect if you ever need something similar here in Mexico. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to add them in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.